This is where we talk about food, faith, beauty, and relationships. And today I'm going to show you guys how to make a fresh salmon fillet, okay? So I prefer to pan sear it on the stove. I've added a little olive oil. It's on medium to high heat. And I have my favorite seasonings. We're going to season the bottom or the skin of the fish first to get it kind of nice and crispy, and then we'll flip it over and we'll allow the opposite side to cook. Okay, so it takes probably about 5 to 7 minutes just to get the first the bottom, the skin portion crispy the way I like it. I like my fish to be pan seared. I'm not a big fan of putting it in the oven. There are some fish that taste good, I guess, in the oven, but with salmon, I like it to be as fresh as possible, as closest to like pulling it out of the ocean as possible. I like it to be like flaky and juicy, and so this is gonna be really good, but we will get it, the edges sort of crispy, okay? So this is kind of where we are now. I don't know if you really can see it. This is probably about 6 inches. This is actually enough for my son and myself. It's pretty meaty, I guess you can say. So this is probably now ready to be flipped over. And I'm using a spatula because if I use a fork, it'll, like, the fish will kind of break apart. So we have the, there you go. And then we have more seasoning. Again, this is my favorite seasoning. Salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, onion powder, just whatever you prefer. And then we're gonna let this cook on this side for another 5 to 7 minutes. And then we'll come back and I'll show you how you can just like cover it and allow it to just like, allow the heat from the steam of the pan to just cook it the rest of the way without having to overcook it. A lot of times people overcook salmon and again, it's kind of dry, and this is gonna be so juicy and so fresh, okay? Okay, so this is where I've actually flipped it back over. The skin is now back at the bottom, and you see how it has like a little crisp and little crispiness to it, right? So you don't really need the oven, and we've cooked this in less than 20 minutes. So I am going to turn off the stove, which I have already actually. And we're gonna cover it with the lid and allow it to cook just with the heat, just the natural steam the rest of the way. And then I'll show you guys the inside of it and how perfect it is. You see how it's all steamed up from the heat of the stove. And again, the burner is off. So it's just gonna cook it the rest of the way, because remember, you don't wanna have it dried out. We do not want to have dried salmon. It costs too much, okay? So let's go ahead and I'll give it another 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll take the lid off and just show you how flaky it is and how juicy it is. The spatula actually to break up or cut the fish. And you know what? I'm walking around with one earring, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm in the house, so I'm just keeping it just between us. And I'm just gonna show you the inside of the fish. That's the most important part of it for me anyway, okay? Because I don't like to have dry fish. So here we go. We're gonna just take it out. Sit it down. This again doesn't scrape like the ceramic. Okay, so you can see how flaky it is. You see how it's like just breaking apart? Like it just breaking apart, It's so juicy. I mean, it just, and then the inside is, like I said, still pretty pink. And the outside of it is still pink, so it's not dried out from the heat. It's still pink and moist. I mean, I just wish you guys could see this up close. Let me see if I can get a little closer. You see how that looks almost like it's undercooked, but that's how it should actually be. Okay, we don't want to dry it out where it's all white. It's supposed, you know, to be how this is. Ha ha ha. Go ahead, and I'm just gonna slide my piece over. Oh, you want to see the skin? Oh, let me show you the skin. So I can now flip it, and you see how nice this is. This is a lot of It's a lot of work, huh? Sorry, I should have filmed some of it while it was on the counter, back of it. I know some people don't like the skin. I don't know why that is, but they prefer it. I'm now... This is so juicy. I made such a mess today. But I just wanted to show you how to make first salmon. This was literally less than 20 minutes. Literally. I haven't decided what we're gonna eat on the side with this. You can always pair it with like asparagus, fresh asparagus. I may actually make Brussels sprouts because that's what I have available right now. You can always have rice, a salad. Yeah, this is just good. You should make it and tell me what you think. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.